Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dazzie's Comic Book Hauls, episode 99, nearly at the 3 figures. And this is a special one because I picked up my latest mini grail. Yeah, the final book I will be showing is my latest CGC slab, so stay tuned for that. 18 books to show you, some pretty cool stuff in amongst it, and I've even picked up a figure from my daughter as she is having a big clear out. We've just redecorated her room and she is off to Cardiff University soon to carry on with her illustration. She's doing a course there. She hopes to get into making comic book art eventually. So I'm very proud of her at the moment, but she's been having to sell off a lot of her stuff. And I even bought some books off her. I'm helping her sell a lot on my eBay page. First up, I bought a figure. Yeah, still boxed. My daughter wanted a $5 for it. There we go. Mini Heroes, and that is, of course, Spider-Gwen. Pretty cool. Still boxed. Hasn't come out in the box. So on to the books. And this is a pretty cool one she's asked me to sell. I remember when we picked this up in town in Gloucester a few years ago. She is a massive Pokemon fan. She has a load of cards, a lot of the good cards too. And she picked up this book in town once. And this is Pokemon the Electric Tale of Pikachu, issue number 1. But what makes this special is it is signed by the voice actress of Ash, who was Veronica Taylor, I believe. Yep. And it comes with a COA too. There we go. So she's asked me to put that up on a line, and we got a watcher. So hopefully we can sell that off. Came with a lot of the Pokemon comics that she had collected over the years. I'm just showing you some of the better stuff. I grabbed this one off her. She let me have this one for free. Hey! Doom Patrol, issue 2 from the Young Animals imprint. Like I said, we start small, get bigger. And she allowed me to upgrade my Mother Panic from DC Young Animals. This is the first appearance of Mother Panic, who is Violet Page, a young girl with a financially privileged upbringing by day and vigilante by night. It's also the first appearance of Blink, Dr. Varma, Fred Hamsley, Gala, Martin Page and Rebecca Barrow, amongst others. And the reason I picked that up for her way back in the day was because it is the first, well, not the first, but some written scripts there by Gerard Way, and she was a massive My Chemical Romance fan, so she started to pick up the comics, which was pretty neat, I thought. It's crazy that I buy the books for her and then I end up buying them back for myself. And this is another one. I originally paid about 50p for this, and she was a Turtles fan at the time. But I picked this back up because it is a key. This is Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this is number 6. And what is special about this? This is the first appearance of Leatherhead, who is Jess Harley, a mutated alligator and enemy of the Turtles. So yeah, apparently that Leatherhead character has appeared in a couple of animated shows. Black and white inside. I picked up in Cheltenham a long time ago. And then for some reason this book seems to be going a bit silly. It's going for 15 to 20. I've seen it up to 30. And it's a free comic book day book. So just let me have this one. This is The Legend of Korra, the free comic book day. And this is from 2016. It's unstamped. Now there is a main story set in the Airbender universe. And it also includes backup stories featuring comic book adaptations of How to Train Your Dragon and Plants vs. Zombies. So I think there's a Last Airbender show in the works, so I'm thinking that is what is propelling this book up. If you know anything more about that, let me know. But like I say, that goes for up to 30. Pretty nice condition too. And another free comic book day book that I ended up paying my daughter £15 for is One Punch Man. Again, it is unstamped. This is the first appearance of One Punch Man, who is Saitama in a US comic book. And this is from 2016 as well. And it was also My Hero Academia in this book. Now, in April of this year, of course, Sony announced that they are developing a One Punch Man movie with the Venom writers attached. It usually goes for about 20, this book, so 15 was a steal. I don't know. So, a couple of eBay purchases. Like I say, the books will get better, guys. We've got my only Star Wars purchase of this little haul was Star Wars issue number 1 of 6, and this is the Prelude to the Rebellion. We've got a couple of first appearances in here. The first appearance of Kylie Monday, who was of course famous for the Star Wars prequels, and first appearance of Elephant Mom, and he, believe it or not, was a background character in the Return of the Jedi movie. So keep an eye out for that. Nice little cheap key here. Ended up paying £3.85 for that. I always found it sad how Kylie Monday was just gunned down on the bridge. So then I made a hot comic book alert recently about the Hawkeye TV show, and there is a character coming into that by the name of the Clown, and his first cameo appearance comes in issue 9 of Hawkeye. I think it's from the 2011 run, if could be wrong, but this is his first full appearance of the Clown, and this is Kazimersiak. And this is the 1 in 20 Paulo Rivera Many Armors of Iron Man variant. Ended up paying £4.95 for that. Now the seller said it was near mint, but there is a bit of colour rub on the back, so I put it at VF. But a 1 in 20 for under £5, why not? So I went to the antique store in Gloucester, and my good friend Lee Kendrick had a couple of books that interested me. And first up, he had it on for 10, let me have it for 8. So I picked up all new Ghost Rider issue number 1. Of course, this is the first appearance and origin of the Ghost Rider. I think it is the 4th Ghost Rider, who is Robbie Reyes, and he was the Ghost Rider in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. And we've also got the appearance of first appearance of Gabe Reyes and Guerrero Valdez. That is a nice trad more regular cover for that. This book was really hot at one point, but now you're kind of talking 10 to 15, so 8 was solid enough for me. Because he was going to get his own show at one point, but that was quashed. Now the other book I picked up there, and I've actually found a couple of copies of this, he had it for 4 and he let me have it for 2, and that was a steal, because the book in question from 2015 is the Ultimates issue number 2, and this is the first appearance of Galactus the Lifebringer, gold armoured and opposite in his best known intention as the consumer of worlds. This is the first printing from Kenneth Rocafort. You can tell that by it has the silver heading, and the second printing has a blue one. The blue one goes for more, but this one is still a £30 to £40 book. And then I went to Worcester, and because books are really drying up in my area of Gloucestershire. I like to go to Bristol, Weston, and Cheltenham, and like I say, Worcester, and sometimes Swindon, but they check their prices on eBay, and I hate that about a store. But like I said, I went to Worcester not expecting to find much, but I had 2 books on my radar that I thought would still be there. So let's have a look what I picked up from Worcester, and this worked out pretty cheap. This was £2.50. This was Incredible Hulk issue 366, and this is the first appearance of the Riot Squad team: Jailbait, Ogress and Hotshot. Now Ogress was in the animated Hulk show, which was pretty neat. And then I picked up for £3.50 Incredible Hulk issue 368. This is the first appearance of the Pantheon team, who were in my encyclopedia. Like I say, if you know me, I like to tick off those ones. Another one that I was happy to add for £2.50 from one of my favourite writers, Grant Morrison, was Marvel Boy, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of Marvel Boy. It was Nalvar. So it's the first appearance of Star Splendor, Captain Glory, the Exterminatrix, and Dr. Midas and Mary. So we have a lot of first appearances in this. And I believe that Marvel Boy is going to be in an upcoming series. Happy to finally add this one, and it was a fun read too. I initially was going to buy this a long time ago, but I just thought at the time it was in bad taste. But, you know, time's passed now and we seem to be slowly coming out of it. So I managed to pick up Spectacular Spider-Man issue 176 for £3. The first appearance and origin of Corona, who is Dagny Forrester, a villain whose creation resulted in the Soho flu being released in New York City. It's like somebody had a premonition back in the 80s when that came out, isn't it? And like I say, the 2 books I went to Worcester for, because I knew they were still in a long box there. Surprises me that this book is only sort of just coming out of the from under the woodwork, if you know what I mean. And that is Superman Batman issue 22. I paid £2.50 for this. This is the first cameo appearance of Batman Beyond, who is Tim Drake. This predates Terry McGinnis outside of the DC animated universe of comic books. Now, there exists an unresolved dispute as the identity of Batman Beyond in this issue and his next few brief appearances outside of the DCAU. So, yeah, is it Tim Drake, this Batman Beyond? I think it is. And to go with the 22, I had to pick up 23 for £2.50, the first full appearance of Batman Beyond outside of the animated universe of comic books. And this book is getting some heat because this team are speculated to perhaps be turning up in the Loki TV show. And the book is now, as hot as I recall it, it is around about 30 to 40 for a solid copy. And this is a solid copy. I've graded it at about a 6.5 actually. It's got a little bit of tannin to the back, but it presents pretty well. And for 20 quid, it's a pence copy sadly, but I picked up Avengers issue 85. And this is the first appearance of the Squadron Supreme team, an heroic version of the Squadron Sinister. And that team consists of Hyperion, Nighthawk, American Eagle, and the Golden Archer, Lady Lark, and Tom Thumb. Also the first appearance of the Wizard and Dr. Spectrum in this issue. It's a good one, guys, and I think for 20, I couldn't say no. Like I say, in Worcester they've got a lot of bronze and silver, but a lot of it is lowish grade. I picked up Strange Tales 158, 157 and 158 recently. And 158 was nice for 20. The cameo in 157 I paid 3 quid for, but it is beat. And that was the first appearance of the Living Tribunal, of course. So, guys, that leaves my final book, and it is a nice one. It's mid-grade, but I've been a huge fan of the Netflix Marvel shows. I have the first appearance of Jessica Jones, and I've been looking for a solid copy of this book. What can I say about it? The seller, it was on bidding now, I believe, and I stuck in a bid right at the death, and I won it for 117, I believe, and with postage it was just over 120. And I think I got a good deal with this because even raw grades that I see a lot rattier, I've seen currently on eBay for 150 plus. So CGC 4.5 of Luke Cage, Hero for Hire. Yeah, I do like a bit of Luke Cage on the Netflix Marvel shows. Of course, the partner really of Jessica Jones, and Jessica Jones is my favourite hero. So I had to add this one, and it's added to my CGC slabs. There's the back. pretty solid, I would say, for a 4.5. We've got a few spine ticks, if you can see along there. But, you know, I like the corners. The corners are pretty sharp. And pretty happy overall, guys. So that is a wrap. I believe my 3 CGC books that I've sent away are coming back either tomorrow or the day after. So I'm excited to get them back. Now, with those books, I sent off the Flash 139, the first reverse flash, but sadly, I have been told that one of the staples popped, I guess, when it was being cleaned and pressed. It certainly had 2 staples when I sent it away, so there's a chance I'll get that back as a green label, I guess. Fingers crossed that's not the case. But I have high hopes for my Werewolf by Night 32, First Moon Night, and Showcase 34 could be in the 3 to 4 point range if I'm lucky. So that's my sponsors, Red Robin and Poison Ivy. That's Daz. That's a wrap. Thanks for everyone who subscribes. Bye for now.